Good morning. I want to welcome you to HD Woodson High School, the Pride of Ward 7. I want to thank the mayor and the rest of the distinguished people here today for allowing this press conference to take place here at HD Woodson. We have one of the best NAV programs in the city. We focus on computers and technology and engineering, and having these solar panels here in our building have helped our students have firsthand experience with renewable energy and moving us into the next millennium. So again, I thank the mayor, and this has been her fourth time coming to our school. She supported us with multiple programs, our NAV program. She helped get our grass cut. I just want to thank her personally for that. So again, welcome to HD Woodson, the Pride of Ward 7. Okay.
Well, good morning, everybody. I know it is April, right? It feels like maybe March, but we are happy to be here to get ready for Earth Day and to focus on all the things that we are doing in the district to make our city a renewable city and be an example for other cities in our country and indeed around the world. Let me recognize all of our partners who are here and helping us get this done. First and foremost, our Principal Slade. Let's give him a big round of applause for leading our children here at HD Woodson. We're also joined by members of my administration, Director Gillis, who is the Director of the Department of General Services, and Tommy Wells, who is the Director of the Department of the Environment, and also we are joined by so many folks who are focused on how we keep our city clean in the district. So let me now just say a few words about why we are here. We are here, as the principal noted, to recognize what has already been done in HD Woodson and can be an example for other schools. Last year, I signed a mayor's order to maintain the district's commitment to the Paris Climate Accord, and this project is an example of how we can continue to reach those goals. Some of you might remember that during my first year in office, we entered into one of the largest municipal on-site solar projects in the U.S. Since then, we have installed more than 11 megawatts of solar PV on roughly 50 D.C. government properties. We're celebrating here at Woodson because this school is now a 670 kilowatt solar canopy and rooftop, the most powerful in the entire city. So over the next 20 years, this project will not only create green jobs for D.C., it would also save taxpayers more than $20 million. We also announced Solar for All. And Solar for All is administered by the Department of Energy and the Environment, and we are working to provide the benefits of solar to more than 100,000 low-income households to help them reduce energy bills by 50% by 2032. And this project is helping us do that as well. So we know that solar is good for the environment, it's good for business, it's good for the economy, and it's good for the future of our city. So let me thank all of our ANC commissioners. I know Commissioner Green, Community Association representatives, and all of the Bowser administration who are here with our partners to help kick this off. So let me now ask Director Gillis to join us, and we're going to have a few more short presentations about why solar is good for DC. Thank you, Director.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor Bowser. Thank you to all of our government agency partners, all of our stakeholders, to HD Woodson, Principal Slade, thank you, and to our distinguished partners and guests. You know, at DGS, we are proud to have created this public-private partnership that is elevating the quality of life for our district residents for generations to come and will be a model for other municipalities across the country. So this partnership spans the breadth of our energy contractors, a dozen local certified business enterprises who designed and engineered systems, inspected roofs, dug trenches, installed panels, ran wires, interconnected to the grid, established data flows, and performed all of the day-to-day work. So let me begin first by thanking all of our partners for this beautiful project and the success that we have today. First, our sister government agencies, DCPS, DCRA, Department of Energy and the Environment. Thank you, Director Wells, and thank you for being here today. DSLBD, the Office of Planning. Thank you, Director Shaw, and for also being with us today. Also, MPD, FEMS, the Department of Parks and Rec, Department of Behavioral Health, and the Chief Resiliency Officer. But more importantly, I would like to thank our partners, local businesses, and district residents for literally getting things done. And we want to thank the leaders in our partnership agreement. First, WGL Energy Systems, Standard Solar, Bluefin Lightbox Energy, a local CBE firm, Nextility, also a local CBE firm, our DC Solar joint venture, a joint venture of local CBE firms, including Peer Consultants, Soul Systems, M&W Group, Solar Park, and dozens of subcontractors like WDC Solar and New Columbia Solar. And then also, we would like to recognize our government partners who contributed to this incredible effort. PEPCO, the Public Service Commission, the Office of the People's Council, the National Capital Planning Commission, the Commission on Fine Arts, and the National Park Service. Lastly, I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our agency's Sustainability and Energy Division, who led this effort. And this is led by our Associate Director, Zach Dobbelbauer, and our Project Manager, Jen Croft. Yes, thank you. Thank you both for your tenacious commitment to make sure that we got this project completed. The mayor mentioned this. We own and manage 49 LEED certified buildings with 50 more in the pipeline, including 25 LEED schools. That is a part of what makes us a LEED Platinum city. And this project is a part of our DGS Smart Roofs program. It's where we utilize government buildings, the roofs, to make sure that we focus on clean resiliency. This program has created more than 300 jobs, employed dozens of CBE companies, and assessed and inventoried 11 million square feet of roof space. And we are proud that HD Woodson is a part of this program. We are, in fact, DGS proud. So again, I want to thank Mayor Bowser for her unwavering commitment to sustainability. I want to thank all of my government partners, especially DOEE and the Office of Planning, and I want to thank all of our partners for this tremendous event that we have here, this wonderful program, and something that will just be the pinnacle of success for sustainability here in Washington, D.C. Thank you. And now allow me to introduce our WGL Energy President, Mr. Sanjeev Mahan. Thank you. Thank you.
If I start chattering, forgive me. Yeah, so, it is nice and cold. But in all honesty, WGL Energy is really thrilled and proud to be part of this initiative as a whole. And really really happy to be part of 11 megawatts of installation that is across 40 to 50 different installations, of which we today own 40 of them. We are especially pleased to join Mayor Bowser and the DCDGS on this important day to make sure that this project continues to be the success that it is meant to be for this city and a showcase for this municipality across the nation. I remember Mayor Bowser speaking at the Paris Accord, specifically highlighting this fact as she had flown there to highlight that DC was going to still, be part of the Paris Accord, and this was a kickoff aspect for what she was highlighting for sustainability and renewable energy. For that, I commend her and her continued effort in pushing this forward. We are really proud of her leadership in that aspect, and really proud to be really part of DC, where we have been part of this community for over 170 years. To that end, about this project itself, I think the mayor gave some great highlights, and I can always repeat them, but more I'd like to really talk about the partnerships we've had going through this process. Soul Systems and the partnership we've had over the years We have built a lot of projects in DC beyond these here and across the country. Our local company and other partners like them have really demonstrated the showcase of what sustainability and public-private partnership is about. Working with DC DGS and Director Gillis's office and all the other agencies within DC who worked really hard for making sure that we got our permitting done, or our installations done on time, and really worked to make sure that we got everything in place to be able to showcase this. You know, working with DC DOE and Mr. Tommy Wells and his teams, it's been fantastic working with them, and we continue looking forward to continuing those efforts together. You know, I'll wrap up this saying that, you know, this is going to save district taxpayers millions of dollars over the years. You know, we're looking forward to this 20-year partnership. This is going to reduce carbon footprint in DC by over 2,000 cars off the road equivalent, and that kind of impact is fantastic to the district. You know, DC's goals for continuing to bring more for the community are fantastic, and we look forward to continue expanding our partnership today and in the future as we continue forging forward and making DC achieve what it's looking to become, that premier city that it already is, keeping its platinum LEED status, and continuing to provide more opportunities for the local communities to really partake and participate in renewable energy. So once again, thank you very much for having us here. Thank you very much for being part of our partnerships. We really look forward to it. And with that, I would like to invite a good friend of mine, Yuri Horowitz, the CEO of Sol Systems, to say a few words.
Can't say being a bald man helps in this weather, so I'll keep it short. It's good to see you again, Mayor. Thank you for hosting us, and thank you, Director, for hosting us, and thank you to the principal as well. Although I'm cold, I can't say I'd rather be anywhere else. It really is wonderful to be here. I've been the resident of DC for the better part of 2 decades. I built a company with a bunch of idealistic young people to do exactly this, which is to invest in this city, and to build solar, and to build towards a beautiful future. Idealism and hope, they are fragile. We hold the light. We carry that light. We protect that light. All of us, as we build what we have right here behind us. And that light includes young people working in this city and building a future for themselves. I hope it includes people that are going to this school. And in fact, I was going to invite the principal to send me a note and see if we could hire some of those folks, at least for an internship this summer. It's the kind of thing we want to do. Half of our company at least live in DC. We're based on Ellen, Connecticut. We want to be a beacon for the future. And this school is a wonderful example of that future. So I'm really proud to be here. I'm proud to work with all the folks we work with, WGL, Standard, M&W, and of course the city itself and DGS. It's nice to see all of you, and this is a wonderful day, except for the freezing cold, to celebrate a project that we can all be proud of. So thank you for having us, and we hope to continue to build that future with you all. Thanks.
Let me ask John Finnerty, Director of Business Development for Standard Solar, to actually join us here. John?
Hi, thank you. Thank you, Mayor Bowser, Principal Slade, Director Gillis, and I can say thank you to the literally hundreds of people that helped make this citywide project real. Happy pre-Earth Day. Again, my name is John Finnerty. I'm a project developer for Standard Solar. I'm here today for Tony Clifford, our CDO and longtime DC resident and solar champion. Tony is traveling back from the West Coast today, so he'd asked me to share his pride in this project and pride in the city. We are also very proud to be part of a team of DC-based companies, agencies, utilities, school principals that helped us deliver on the mayor's vision and leadership for moving DC forward. And this project has made us all better in what we do, so we thank you for the opportunity to be part of this. And Earth Day is a good time to celebrate projects like this. My first project in solar was 10 years ago here in DC with the Thurgood Marshall Academy in Anacostia. the Earth Day Network funded that project, and we built it in 2008. And I remember being up on the rooftop and looking down and seeing, at the time, Savoy Elementary was going through its modernization. Today, it's fully operational, state of the art, and it's one of the 50 schools that has a fully operating solar array as a part of this program. So we certainly appreciate that. And let's see, Standard Solar again is very thankful for the opportunity for seeing this whole program develop throughout the past 3 years during the RFP process. And this project is a lasting example of good public policy that works for its residents and will deliver long-term value for the city. And again, we thank the mayor, DC Council, DGS. All deserve a round of applause for really making this whole citywide project happen. And then just kind of lastly, the vision of this project and the RPS, the 50% RPS, has put DC on the global stage for energy. Last December, we submitted the DC DGS project for an annual industry award. We were named finalists for a global renewable energy project of the year. We were the only project selected, so it was a pretty big deal. There was a microgrid and a wind farm project. The wind farm in China was the ultimate awardee, but DC was front and center on the global stage and being recognized for its vision and citywide action. So again, we thank you for participating and allowing us to be part of this great project.
And then lastly, let me invite Dr. Lilia Abron, President of Peer Consultants. And Peer Consultants is a member of our DC Solar Joint Venture team.
Mayor Bowser, Director Gillis, distinguished guests, I have to tell you that today is extremely poignant for me. 18 years ago, in April of 1970, I was a part of that 20 million young people who started Earth Day. And I was a member of the organizing team at the University of Iowa. And I spent the entire day talking about the environment and how we had to protect Mother Earth. At that time, I was working on my life dream of becoming an environmental engineer, for which I am right now. This project, Mayor Bowser, is the culmination of what I have worked for 50 years. And it's so wonderful to have the opportunity to say that it happened in my city, Washington, D.C. You gave me the opportunity to bring together a team of all CBE firms to show people that it can be done. We know how to do it. Washington, D.C. helps us do it. We are in the process of installing 2 megawatts of solar PV on district government buildings and involved in bringing solar to low-income residents under Solar for All. As Mayor Bowser has said, solar is good for the environment, it's good for business, it's good for the economy, and it's so wonderful to be able to do it in my city, where my children were born and raised, and I see another generation coming. And I know you're going to be engineers and environmental engineers, and I'm here to help you. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you very much. Mayor Bowser, let me have you come back up to the podium for a short Q&A.
Okay, absolutely. Short Q&A begins now. Who's first? Well, Tommy Wells enjoyed the Paris Climate Summit for me. Where is Tommy? And we were honored there. The city was honored, and I was very proud that Tommy and I think Zach and maybe some others from DGS represented us there. And more recently, I went to Mexico City with the C40 cities, and this was after the election, which was a pretty important time for us U.S. mayors to be talking about how we collectively could live up to American commitments. And so I always enjoy being with our fellow mayors who have the ability on a lot of decisions that we make with our procurement power, with our building code decisions, with our regulations and code requirements, can affect our built environment in ways that are very significant for our entire population. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Count of three. 1, 2, 3.
That's it. Look at the ribbon. Thank you. Ribbon has been cut.